this happens in August 9th of 1945, which is around the first bombing of Hiroshima. It happens roughly at the same time. And so to understand, okay, well, that's all the history going into the atomic bomb. Well, why did Truman drop the bomb? There's a lot of debate about this. I think the most realistic reason we dropped the bomb was to scare the Soviets in many ways. And the Soviets knew we had a bomb anyways. It was mostly to display power to the Soviets in any post-war settlement. Because again, Europe is divided at this point. They are still resettling all of the refugees at this point as well. But again, it doesn't end the war because Japan's already looking to surrender. And when this happens, they don't think it's even more than another, like, they don't think it's more than the firebombing of Tokyo. We had been bombing Japan since 44 and 45, in which hundreds of thousands of Japanese have already perished. And then when the second bombing happens, at this point, the Kwantung armies have been overrun, and the emperor has to step in and break a deadlock because half the ministers still want to keep fighting the war. So it's split between the war ministers of the Navy and the Army, and the emperor has to step in and say, okay, I will step in and do a declaration to end the war. So it's not the dropping of the atomic bomb that ends the war. It's the combination of the fact that the Japanese were already looking to sue for peace, the Red Army invading Manchuria and overrunning the Kwantung Army, and rapidly advancing into China, meaning that the army has someone coming up their back door. They're kind of screwed, and the fact that America is essentially we can just keep dropping atomic bombs on you that pressures the Japanese to eventually accept unconditional surrender with Emperor Hirohito or Showa, however you want to use the name, to accept the unconditional surrender. The irony of all of this is that we still kept the emperor. So the reason why I don't agree with the idea that the atomic bombs in World War II is because we allowed Japan to keep its emperor because anti-communism, and at the end of the day, it was unnecessary. 200,000 Japanese needlessly lost their lives on two bombs that weren't necessary. They didn't cripple Japanese industry because it was mostly already grinding down as it is. And yeah, just a lot of people died for no reason. So yeah, bombings.